Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm going to give you my favorite foundations for dry skin. I really hope you guys enjoy, so let's go ahead and get started. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. So today I want to talk to you about my favorite foundations for my dry skin. Some of these might shock you, but I got dry skin, and I mean, it's not some in patches like my entire face. It just kind of gets dry after I cleanse it. So I have an entire regimen, which I will do a video on later. But today I want to feature my my foundations for my dry skin. So let's get started. I have several of them from a few of them are drugstore, and I only literally have about maybe two high-end foundations. So I'll go with the high-end ones first. And the very first one, my very favorite, is the Clinique. Hold on, let me see if you can see that. The Clinique Even Better Makeup. I love Clinique and Even Better Makeup. It is creamy. I love the consistency, and the coverage is amazing. Like if I want full coverage, if I want full beat, I'm going somewhere, especially like my husband, we have functions and stuff that we go to, or if there is an event or something at church or something like that, and I want full coverage, this is my go-to foundation. I'm really close to being out of it, but I am in the shade, believe it or not, Tawny Beige, and that's number 28. This foundation does oxidize, but it's still good, but it does oxidize. So it'll go on my skin lighter than when I first tried it. It was a little lighter than I expected. And then after I blended it out and I reached for my concealer, I could see that it was starting to dry down and oxidize to my perfect shade. So this is a great match for me. So again, that is Clinique Even Better Makeup. My second high-end foundation, which I have in two parts, is of course cream foundation, the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. Let's see if we can get that in focus. I am in the shade 173 or Y445, and this is what that product looks like. I'm not gonna push it all the way up, but that's what it looks like. This is an excellent foundation for me. Again, when I want full coverage, when I want it to stick and stay, when I still want that moisturizer, I'll go for this stick foundation. It's very creamy, easy to blend, and again, it oxidizes a little bit too, so it'll oxidize to my perfect shade as well. And I really love this. I've had it for a little bit, and again, I only pick this up when I know I want to be full beat. So I have this, and what I have for my makeup, my artist kit, is this. Let's see, can you see that? So this is my artist kit foundation. So this is Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundations in the pan form, and it came in those are 4 things. I can't remember what it is, honestly, but if you look up on the Makeup Forever website, it'll show you these, and it comes just like this in a line. That's the blush. Hold on. That's the blush. That's the hot cream highlight, and then the contour and highlight shades. I use these as foundations, as contours, as highlight. As a matter of fact, it's my contour, the darkest shade in here. I actually used it to blend out for a contour today. I don't use the cream blushes as blushes. I honestly use them as color correctors because I have such a wide range of colors, from a very light peach to a really deep salmon. So I can actually use those as color correctors on my clients. And the highlighter, cream highlighters, I may use those as a base for eyeshadows. So that's that. That's my Makeup Forever. So another foundation, well, I use it as a foundation, but it's a CC cream, and it is the Mary Kay. I hope you can see that. The Mary Kay CC cream. I am in the shade Deep. I'm in the shade Deep, and I extremely love this CC cream. I literally use it every day. Well, it's in a constant rotation. I'm not gonna say every day, but like I used it today for my foundation and I love it. It gives me a really great base to build on. It's super duper creamy and hydrating. So again, if you have dry skin, then this will be your very best friend, because it's something and it has a pump. Oh my goodness, it has a pump. And so I just pump out maybe a pump and a half on the back of my hand, and then I'll dot it on my face. And I will use a kabuki brush to blend it, or a stippling brush to get it on, and then go back in with my sponge. I try to use the kabuki brush instead of the stippling, because the sponge will soak up that powder, soak up the product. But I still use the sponge a little bit to blend in. But it is amazing, you guys. If you have dry skin, you will definitely love this. Of course, this is not, it's like in between high-end and drugstore, but you do have to find a Mary Kay consultant to purchase, and I do believe this is $20, but and you get 1 fluid ounce of product. But it is some good stuff. I actually have one on backup. That's just how often I use it. Love it. The next foundation I have, the next 3 foundations will be from the same maker, and that is the L'Oreal. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This, I am in the shade Classic Tan, 210 Classic Tan. I absolutely love this for during my winter months. This is my perfect winter shade. I normally don't gravitate toward this in spring, summer, because it is super dewy and super hydrating, and everything on the package is, it says its finish is radiant. I don't know if it's 24-hour wear, because I, like most people, don't wear foundation for 24 hours, but it does have medium coverage, which I find that it builds to full coverage. And excuse me, the texture is air light. Now all of that is true, but that radiant, it is 100% radiant, but it is amazingly hydrating. I have found this to keep my skin hydrated all day during the winter months. I don't have any cracking or separating or anything like that. It just works really well for my dry skin. I get drier throughout the day, which is why I start with a lot of oils and creams in the morning, and with hydrating foundations like this, so that during the day wear, it's like a constant release of hydration. So it just really works. Anyways, I really love this. And again, that's L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. And then this, my other, well, I said 3, but it's really only 2, because it's the same thing. It's in 2 different shades. But these are my babies. L'Oreal True Match. These are a cult favorite. I've heard so many people here on YouTube talk about this foundation in particular. I love the fact that the shade range is absolutely ridiculous. It's a shade for everybody. The reason I have 2 is one is in W8 Cream Caramel. I'm sorry, Cream Cafe. And then the other one is in N7 Neutral Tan, or Classic Tan. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see that. It's probably not clear. You probably couldn't see that one either. Probably was not clear, but either way. But yeah, so I can actually use these interchangeable. I was running out of the Cream Cafe, the W8, and so I said, this really, it oxidizes. Everything oxidizes on me, by the way. So this oxidized a little bit too dark, but it's great for me in the summer. Like summer, middle. But this, it oxidizes to like the right shade. It's still a little dark, but it's a golden brown that I really enjoy, and I use this any other day. Like I can use this spring, fall, winter. I can use this as long as I prep my skin underneath with the right shade. But in the summertime, this is my go-to, and it does give me full coverage. I'm really not a full coverage girl. I can do medium, light, medium most of the time coverage, but if I really want to build this up, I can, and I've really been enjoying this. Again, these are L'Oreal True Match. And my last and final one that I'm going to talk about today, it's my baby. It's been with me, and the words are rubbing off, but this is the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation, and I am in the color 260 Caramel. I honestly, y'all, I picked this up at the dollar store. It was at the Dollar Tree in my area, and I picked it up because I had heard the Glam Twins talk on here on YouTube talk about this particular foundation, and I'm like, if it's full of coverage and it's creamy, I kind of want to try it. Now they have oily skin and I have dry skin, but it seems to work for both of us. I really enjoy this foundation. Again, it can be built up to full coverage. I don't think that you can't get this in the store anymore. I don't think, not in the deeper shades. I've seen it at Ulta in lighter shades, but I haven't seen them in the deeper shades. But you can get this off of Amazon. I started using it real sparingly because I was like, if I run out, I don't know where else I can get it. But I did find it on Amazon. Now I paid $1 for it, but Amazon you can pay $5 to $7, which still isn't bad for a foundation at its drugstore. So yeah, that's the Revlon Nearly Naked. And again, this is something I truly, truly, truly enjoy. So these are my favorites. Excuse me. But I have one that I want to put up for honorable mention, and I do have it in 2 shades. But this is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. I have mine in Spice number 8 and Chestnut number 9. They've come out with a lot of other shades, in between shades and things. So there's one that's called, I think, Terracotta, that is like a mix of these two to come up with the right shade. But I do mix these to come up with my perfect shade, or I'll just use chestnut and powder and highlight and things like that, especially during the summer. But I use these all year round, but I especially use these in fall winter months because again, this is a creamy product, very, very hydrating. It is the Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So if you have super duper dry skin, I definitely recommend this along with the Mary Kay. So these are my go-tos for my dry skin. I really, really love these, but these I use fall winter months. Honestly, they do wonderful. I of course use powder. I mean, I'm like everybody else, you're gonna use powder, which I will dedicate an entire video to my powders. But I do set these down, powder them, and it gives me the most radiant and beautiful finish. I don't over powder. I can't, obviously, because I have dry skin and it will crack, but I put just enough powder, and I have powder pairings for each foundation, which I will talk about in a separate video. But for right now, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you for listening to me and my favorite foundations. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I want to put out as much content as I possibly can. I want to do the best that I can. I'm just starting, so any advice, constructive criticism you can offer, it'd be great. If there's something particular you want to know about, please let me know down below in the comments. And don't forget to like this and share this video as well. And also, if you do subscribe to my channel, which I would appreciate if you did, it would help me out a lot. Hit the little bell so you'll never miss one of my uploads. Again, thank you so much for joining me today, and you have an awesome day. Thank you.